Good evening. I have the time as 7:37, so I will call the public hearing and regular business meeting of the mayor and council for the city of Snellville, Georgia, Monday, December 9th, 2024 to order. We do have a quorum. We have 4 members here. We are missing Norman Carter due to a death in the family, and we're missing Christy Linsky due to some surgery. For the invocation tonight, I would like to ask for a moment of silence. Tonight, very distressing news. Kelly McAloon's husband, John, passed away unexpectedly this morning. And so we're all still a little shell-shocked here, but would just like to ask for a moment of silence to pray for him, the repose of his soul, and for Kelly and Michelle and their family. Thank you. And now we'll move to the pledge to the flag to be started, to be led by our Mayor Pro Tem Todd Warner. Okay, we have nothing under ceremonial matters, so we'll move to the approval of the minutes. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the minutes of the October 28th, 2024 and November 11th, 2024 meetings and work session.
There is a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
So motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. We have no invited guests or committee or department reports, so we'll move to the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion?
Madam Mayor, make a motion that we approve the agenda for the Monday, December 9th, 2024 meeting with the following additions. Under item X, under consent agenda, I'd like to add the year-end fiscal year 2024 budget amendment.
Thank you. There's a motion to approve the agenda with one addition. Is there a second? So there is a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. Oops. Okay, so we have nothing under public hearing tonight, and so we will move to the consent agenda with the new item, the fiscal year end June 30th, 2024 budget amendment. This is to adjust our year-end budget as required by Georgia law. It's the previous year-end budget to match more of the actual figures. So is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion to approve consent agenda.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. We have nothing under old business. We have several items of new business. Item A, consideration and action on award of bid for janitorial services for the city of Snellville. This is for the internal janitorial services for City Hall, the police department, senior center, and the parks, public works. Is there a motion?
Motion. Oh, okay. Go ahead, Carrie.
Motion to award the contract for the janitorial services for the city of Snellville to Intercontinental Commercial Services in the amount of $31,398.
Okay, there is a motion to approve. Is there a second? There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. Next is item B, consideration and action on award of bid for porter services for the city of Snellville. This is actually a new addition to our services that we'll be doing, but this is for a group that will come in and keep the Grove area clean. So they'll empty the trash cans, they'll clean the bathrooms, check on them several times a day, pick up any trash or litter around the Grove area. Is there a motion?
Motion to award the bid for porter services to Contract Group Solutions in the amount of $30,000.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. Have item C, consideration and action on award of bid for TW Briscoe Park Pool and Splash Pad Services for the city of Snellville. This is again an annual contract, and will be the contract for next year. The park, this contract includes maintaining the pool, the water quality, lifeguards, and all the programming that happens there as well. Is there a motion?
Motion to award the contract for the Briscoe Park Pool and the Grove Splash Pad Services to Positively Pools Incorporated in the amount of $92,000.
Okay, there is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
With a motion and a second, all in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. Next, we have item D. I'm nominating Don Britt to the Snellville Tourism and Trade Post 4 for the 2024 to 2026 term. Don has served and actually served as chairman of that board for quite a few years and has done a great job. This nomination comes up through the Tourism and Trade Association Nominating Committee. And so I am following their recommendation and ask council's confirmation. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. Next, I have a nomination and asking for council confirmation for Richard Varnell to the Snellville Youth Commission Advisory Board. This, of course, is the Youth Commission that's run by Councilmember Christy Linsky, and this nomination has come through that advisory board, and Christy and Natalie Van Brown, or Brown Van, I always get her name mixed up. So I'm asking for council's confirmation of Richard Varnell. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. Got item F, consideration and action on approval of resolution 2024-16, resolution to add membership in a fund of Georgia Interlocal Risk Management Agency, GIRMA, for the Georgia First Responder PTSD program coverage. This is a new program required by state law for first responders, and it provides benefits and mental health treatment for officers and first responders who have experienced a traumatic event on duty. Did I cover that? So with that explanation, is there a motion?
Motion to,
Usually it's me and Norman.
motion to approve resolution 2024-16 to add membership in a fund of the Georgia Interlocal Risk Management Agency for the Georgia First Responder PTSD program coverage.
So there is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
With a motion and a second, all in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. Then we have item G, consideration and action on resolution 2024-17, resolution of the City of Snellville authorizing participation in I'm going to say amicus. Can I say that? Amicus brief in the Chang versus City of Milton appeal. What this is about, this City of Snellville, if this is approved, will join with many cities around Georgia who are supporting the City of Milton and Georgia Municipal Association in a brief to the Supreme Court. The City of Milton was just received a judgment. I'm getting all my words. All my legal words are not coming to me tonight. Have a judgment against them for a car that left the roadway, hit a planter that was in the right-of-way, and the person who brought the suit is receiving $30 million payable by the city, is what the judgment was. This completely bypasses sovereign immunity by city and local governments. And the other part of that too is when you drive along the road and you look at how many things are placed in the roadway and how you would minimize liability for something like this. It's, you know, every tree that was planted, every brick mailbox that's required to be in the right of way because it can only be so far off the curb for the post office. Just all of these different things, guardrails technically could be a problem because those are typically in the right of way. So we are, or I'm asking the council to support the resolution to support this brief that's going to be filed with the Supreme Court in support of the City of Milton. With that, is there a motion?
Madam Mayor, make a motion that we approve Resolution 2024-17, the amicus brief for Chang versus the City of Milton.
There is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any council discussion or comments that you would like to make? No? Okay. Then I will call for the vote. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. Next, we have our final item, item H, consideration and action on award of bid for the gravity sewer extension to parcel R5026039. This parcel is the United Community Bank parcel that's at the corner of Wisteria and 124. They are actually on a septic system there, and for us to complete the North Road and Wisteria Drive intersection improvement, we need to use that property, so we're connecting them to the sanitary sewer system. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve the bid for the gravity sewer extension to parcel R 5026039 to Professional Pipeline LLC in the amount of $212,275 to come from ARPA funds.
There is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
There is a motion and a second. All in favor, raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. So it was a big agenda tonight, but we kind of ripped through that pretty quick. So we will move to council reports, and we'll start with Council Member Carrie Hetherington.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Great. Erica's got a couple slides for me. Snellville Performing Arts, once again, gem of our city, nominated for 13 Broadway World Atlanta Regional Awards. They're all listed up there because I'm not going to read them all. We've already gone quick enough. I'm not going to drag us out. There's also, if you'll flip to the next slide, a way that we can vote for them to win these awards. There's instructions up there, and I will share that on my Facebook and to maybe some of the local Snellville citizen groups, either later tonight or tomorrow. Please go vote for them. They really are so great for our city. They also were nominated for a couple different Gwinnett Chamber of Commerce Small Business Awards. First was a Community Contributor Award for a women-owned small business, which is fantastic considering all of their staff. They're not unpaid. What's the word I'm looking for? Or volunteers. Thank you. I've caught whatever was happening with Barbara earlier. She lost her words. They're all volunteers. None of them are paid. Whatever they make from their ticket sales goes right back into the students, the kids they're working with, the things that they need to put on those shows. And their director, Stephanie McDonald, was nominated for the Founders Award and the Emerging Entrepreneur Award. She is amazing. So we are very grateful to have her. She's a Snellville native. She grew up here, went to high school here. We're very grateful to have her. And also on the item about the adding the PTSD program to our insurance for our staff, for our police department, I am just a few months shy of being 10 years in the healthcare industry. The first 9 of which was, I worked pretty closely with a lot of different mental health patients and different mental health illnesses, including PTSD. So it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. It's something that's very much needed. I am very honored to sit on a council that put that in for our staff, for our police department. And I'm grateful to the people I sit up here with to bring that forward and to lock that in for our police department. And we send all of our love and best wishes to Kelly and Michelle and little baby Graham and Randy as they navigate the next few weeks and months. Christmas is going to be hard for them, so all of our love and prayers for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Councilmember Schultz?
Yes, I also echo love and prayers to Kelly and Michelle and Graham and Randy. This was a shock to all of us today. I want to let y'all know about the next farmers market, which is on December 21st. It's going to be a very special market. Santa will be there, and he'll be there to spend time with children and hear about their wish list. There will also be Rosie, the photo booth, will be there if customers wish to have a photo made, although parents can certainly take a photo of their own child with Santa at the market. There are going to be gifts for the children. So it's going to be a very special market, and just hope for good weather. And that's all I have tonight.
Thank you, Gretchen. We'll move to Mayor Pro Tem Warner.
Want to thank the couple of y'all who came out tonight and put up with us. And for those of y'all watching at home, thanks for taking your time. Going to break a little news here. It was mentioned earlier that John McAloon passed away early this morning. His visitation will be at Wages here in Snellville on Highway 78 on Friday the 13th, which John would absolutely be aghast at, from 4 to 6. And his funeral will be Saturday the 14th at St. Oliver Plunkett Catholic Church at 10:30, and there will be a reception to follow. He'll be missed. Thank you.
Thank you, Todd. And I think that's what's weighing heavily on my mind tonight, too. It was such a shock to find that out this morning. We all saw John at church yesterday morning, and we all gave him a hard time for being up and back to his usual activity after having surgery middle of last week. And but just shocking news. And I mean, my heart just goes out to Kelly and the family. So appreciate you keeping them in your prayers. this week and through the coming holiday season and in the months to come. I know they'll need that prayer support. Kelly will certainly appreciate it. And would just like to wish everyone a very happy and holiday season and a Merry Christmas. Hug your family. We just never know. So with that, I will close the mayor's report and open the floor for any public comment.
Rose Purdy, 2270 Burlington Lane, Snellville, Georgia. We were coming from the Aurora. We stopped at Mahjong. Kelly and her husband were sitting, and we were talking back and forth between us. And he was very vibrant. He was talking to everybody on his way out, and she kept trying to get him to go on. And it was just a lovely evening. I'm glad I'll remember him that way. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose.
Kat Hardrick, 2280 Buckley Trail. Thank you, Mayor and Council. I just want to say my prayers and condolences to Mrs. Carter for losing her father, as well as to Kelly for losing John. He was always nice to me. He was just very, very nice to me. And I appreciated that. And I'm sorry to hear that today. My co-hosts say I'm a waterhead, but I just, the loss of life is very serious. And we had a veteran commit suicide. My commander at the Legion, her husband has stage 4 cancer. And we need community. We need one another. And I would like to ask or recommend that the families, everyone, the Carter family and the McAlone family, find refuge, find comfort in Psalms 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say to the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In Him I will trust. So I just want to leave that with the families that are experiencing these tough times, knowing that God will comfort you. I don't know if I'm supposed to mix religion with this, but I'm here today and God is all over me right now, so it just came to me to share that. I also want to say thank you to you guys for accepting the PTSD. I'm a person who suffers from PTSD through my active duty, and I understand the importance of having programs and support resources for individuals that are doing this. Frontline work is very important, and I'm thankful that this is something that is on the forefront now. There were decades where no one acknowledged it. My friends and family of Vietnam vets and prior to, none of this was available to them. So I'm very thankful that at least this is something that you're very active in doing. So I want to say thank you to that. I got to say something else. Snellville Pavilion. Trash, the fence is open, the gates where the retention pond is terrible. If you have a chance, just drive by there. Just literally just drive by there. I have pictures. I've driven by there, and because I had to see it for myself. That's the type of person that I am. And it does not reflect the Snellville that we all are working very hard to obtain and maintain. So there's a shoe still in the parking lot. There's an urban camper there. And when I drove by, the tree literally is hanging so low. And I was taking pictures and video, the branch fell. And I was like, oh my God. And when I turned, I couldn't get it. It fell so fast. And so if it's doing that, and I'm just safety. So if we really could look back there for that. The other thing is, this is a question, a concern. When the storm happened with the hurricane, a tree fell, the public tree in the wooded area fell, and it crossed over Rockdale Circle, and it took down power lines. When the proper authorities came to clear the debris, they put half of it on one side of the street, half of it on the other side of the street. When they came to remove the debris, the side that on the opposite side is on the home of a senior citizen who now has to remove that. Is this fair? Is this within the law? Like, any information you can email me and let me know, because this senior citizen, it's not her tree. It was on the other side, and the way that the city workers removed it, they put it on her property. So if you can help give me any insight so we can help this woman make sure that she can get her yard taken care of and not have I'm assuming it's the county that put it on there, but I have that as well. And then lastly, on a happier note, I would love to invite you to my MLK food drive. This is the 4th year. It's going to be January 18th, and more information to come, but please, would love to have you come out. We have a prayer line. We're able to pray over people. We're able to identify veterans or individuals that may be experiencing homelessness. And we work with the Gwinnett County Sheriff's Department. It's a lot of fun, but this is an opportunity to identify people who may be in need of some other services. And just to see people that, our elected officials will always help, bring a brighter smile to folks. So with that, have a good night.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor, please raise your hand. That is 4 in favor with none opposed. We are done. Thank you all for coming out, and again, Merry Christmas.